Hi guys, Happy New Year! I hope you had a lovely holiday season and your new year is starting as you wished. I am back a bit later than I planned, but if you are ready to get prepared for this year and have a more organized, more clean and more homey house with me, then let's start this year by cleaning along with me and starting or continuing this journey together. So this been filmed just before New Year when we started to get prepared for the new year. As for a start, I was cleaning up the mess what we made under Christmas time and also getting some bits and bobs of organizing or fixing things done to start the new year with less on our to-do list or on our to fix things list and have more time for other fun stuffs. So I tidied up the shoes, what now will be on my priority list to ease on my life. Then I did stick a storage shelf on the door of the cabinet and it did come off, so I wanted to stick that back since I had some leftover stickers and it only takes a couple of minutes to do it, and at least I don't have to spend my time picking up the falling stuff when I open the door. Elf was already back to North Pole, so it was time to clean up after him as well. So while I am waiting for the sticker to bond, I am just cleaning up after us because we finally cleaned out the aquarium. It was really dirty. Well, I should say it looked very dirty because we had quite a few fish in it, so it couldn't be that bad. But you can definitely see the difference between the before and after. One advice: if you don't have the time to clean your aquarium at least weekly, then never buy sand in it. I read a post saying that with sand it's easier to keep the aquarium cleaner because debris cannot get inside the sand. Well, that's not totally true, and with gravel it's much more easier to stay on top of the cleaning. But back to cleaning, if I needed to come in the bathroom, then I will refresh it a bit by adding a toilet cleaner bomb. Then later on we will get some hoovering done as well. But now let's just get this bedroom back to normal. Lately I am cleaning and organizing a lot in my son's room because as for now this is the room what I am struggling with. We keep most of the toys in here, so this room is under use and I cannot find the best organizing system to be able to keep this room tidy. There are a couple of things what I definitely know that aren't working as they should, so I will continue to find a solution for those. I also started to undecorate at least in his room because anyway, this room gets cluttered very quickly, so I thought since Christmas is over, it's better to at least pack the tree and the snowfall away, so there is less stuff what would make this room look more cluttered. So as I say, there are quite a few things what doesn't work organizing wise as it should, and one of that things is the bookshelf. I think it has more organizing potential than what I have used or created, so I think it's the best to start with that first. And as a start, I saw an organizing idea on Pinterest and I decided to add doors on the lower part of the bookshelf and organize the craft supplies, especially the Play-Doh, what is a constant battle to where to keep them. Then once this project is done, I will go through the toys and start to separate them, so what isn't age appropriate for my son, it will go in my daughter's room. And also I wanna declutter all those toys what has nothing to do with the definition of toys, if you know what I mean. All those little clutters like the party stuffers and similar bits what in the end they end up at the bottom of the boxes accumulating unnoticed till there isn't space for the real toys. The other thing is his closet, and now he's much bigger than when we moved in, so his clothes got bigger and the organizing system what we have for his clothes aren't working anymore. Now probably I won't change that just yet because we wanna start the loft conversion, but in his new room I will definitely need a new system. Also, because his clothes doesn't fit in the boxes, we are all more tend to just leave them everywhere else than in his closet. It sounds bad, but this is the truth, and if you think that you don't put stuffs away because you are lazy, then I challenge you to start analyzing why you truly won't put the things away. And I am sure many times it's not because you are lazy, it's because it's too overwhelming for you. And why is that? It could be because it isn't organized, so everything is everywhere and you cannot decide where to push that one more item in. Or sometimes you organize a drawer or a cabinet and it just won't stay organized, no matter what. So that's a clear sign that you haven't organized it practical, specified to your needs. One thing what I have learned under my organizing journey is that it's nothing to do with how organized or not organized you are. It's a learned skill, and with every steps and every projects you learn new ways. And if you take the time to organize by your needs and not by, oh, she did it this way, so I will do it too. Well, sometimes that could work for you, but there will be times when you will say, I don't get it. I organize it just like her and it doesn't stay organized. And this is because you have different need or use of those items. It's good to see how others organize their stuffs to give us ideas and inspiration. But before you would go ahead and buy the most expensive things, just think through that would that system work for you or for your family. And the last thing is to hoover up. I haven't fully undecorated in here. I kept those decors what aren't in day or in our way, so they could still feel the vibe of the holiday season. The thing is, in our culture, we don't undecorate before 7th of January because of the Epiphany on 6th of January, which is a religion-oriented feast day. I am back in the hallway to put the stuffs back in that shelf, what I sticked back, and hopefully it will stay on for a long time now. And now that the stuffs are out of my way, I can dust a bit in here because I haven't dusted since before Christmas, and you can definitely tell that by the amount of dust what is in here. And I just can't hide how I feel about you. Nothing can take that away, 'cause you make the world so beautiful. I also went through this box which currently holds the tools for our renovating projects. We've been working on a few things and some of the paint cans are empty, so those can go. And then I will take in the loft the Christmas decorations what I took down, together with a couple of other decorations as well. So then now all it left is the floor cleaning, and once I am done in the hallway, I will also poke back in the bathroom to clean the floor there as well. The bathroom wasn't bad. I was really good keeping it as clean as possible. My husband been home, so I got help with the houseworks, which was so great. And also because now it was two of us dealing with all the stuff with what I am usually dealing alone, we had time to have some rest and finish some of our started projects. As I said, I haven't really dusted under Christmas time, so I need to get some dusting done before New Year comes. And anyway, I had to tidy up and get the whole house ready for the New Year. I cannot always go into the New Year with a squeaky clean house, but I always try my best, and this isn't or wasn't different this time either. It just feels so much better if I don't have to start the New Year with cleaning up the mess from the past. We have to cover the subwoofer because our cat attempted to scratch it quite a few times and my husband threw this blanket on it, but this definitely isn't the solution. So until we build the cabinets under the TV, I will use a bit thinner black blanket to cover it. It's still not the best, but I think it looks more okay than with the red one. 'Cause you know the world is... We've been to few shops and I picked a few storage boxes from Home Bargain. And although we don't take the decorations off yet, I still wanted to ease on the setup and put away those decorations which are in our way and does not have any use for now because Christmas is over. I also had to throw my red reindeers away because they were broken, and 2 years ago I fixed them with the saying that I will get rid of them once Christmas is over. But then because I fixed them, I said, oh, they will be good for next year too. But they had so many scars and broken antlers that they wasn't repairable anymore. Beautiful, so beautiful, 'cause you know the world is beautiful. And this year the kids did decorate the tree all by themselves. We just helped them to hang the bulbs to the upper part of the tree. So it's not Pinterest worthy, but to us it's definitely priceless and the best tree on the world. Now that we are on the second week of New Year, I started to miss Christmas time, especially because for us this year is starting with lots of difficulty and sickness. I hope just the beginning of the year will be so hard, and with further in the year it will go easy on us. I also decided to take off the Merry Christmas pillow covers and change it to another simple festive one. We've been sitting on the sofa and resting more than usual, and that you can tell by the state of the pillow covers, because the white wasn't that white anymore, so it was anyway time to give it a wash. Sorry guys, but wiping paw prints is on the list again. I can't help that one. Well, actually I can, because we bought a new sofa. It was quite a hunt, but I will tell more about that when I show it to you guys. But the important thing is that now we can move the sofa next to the other wall, so our cat doesn't need to walk through it to get to the window. But if you know a good trick or gadget what would clean my cat's paws when she enters, I would really appreciate it if you would share it with me.
So beautiful, and I just can't hide.
Today we haven't undecorated, but the next video will be that, with organizing and doing things a bit different than in previous years. But before that, we still have plenty to get done in this video as well. Once we clean the floor in here so the kids can take apart the living room area again, then we will go to the kitchen and clean in there as well. And also I got a couple of new things for the kitchen, so I will set those up as well.
How I feel about you, nothing can take that away. 'Cause you make the world so beautiful, so beautiful.
We had to move my desk here so we can have space for the Christmas tree, so now I will have to tidy up in here, because it doesn't make sense to have a tidy kitchen with a messy desk area next to it. I just hit my microphone behind the screen, otherwise I'm sure we would keep knocking it down. One more thing before the kitchen is tidying the dining area, because we just had our lunch before I started cleaning in the living room, and because I was already cleaning, I just left the table till I finish in the living room.
I've been losing sleep, what to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the
Earlier I said that there was two of us, so it was easier to keep the house tidy, but the truth is that this isn't true for the kitchen for this day, because there had been a lot going on. Before lunch we went shopping for New Year, well, nothing really special, just usual weekly shopping with a few New Year's extras. And by the way, I also changed the table runner, not just because it said Merry Christmas, but just as the pillow covers, this needed a wash too.
without you. And I got it in.
The first thing was the shopping. The second thing is that we got a few new things for the kitchen what was waiting for me to put them on their place. The third thing is that we did redo the pantry and we decluttered a couple of things, but we haven't got the motivation to sort the stuffs what we decluttered, just like the whiskeys. If somebody doesn't know us, it would say that we are alcoholics, but the thing is that my husband likes whiskey, but he rarely drinks it. But when he gets a gift, usually he gets a bottle of whiskey. So we have plenty of whiskeys for a lifetime if we just don't start to give them away. And by the way, before I would forget, we also covered the worktop with epoxy, but we think we haven't bought the right epoxy for this project, so it didn't turn out great. There are spaces where the epoxy didn't stay on, especially at the end. There is quite a miss and heat area. We might gonna redo it or fix it somehow, but I am not sure if we're going to spend more money on that, since once the loft and downstairs toilet will be renovated, then the kitchen will be the next one. Well, let's just say that we will see, because the kitchen renovation is more than likely will happen in next year. One of the new kitchen stuffs is a new dish soap dispenser from Home Bargain. I needed a bigger one than what I had, and as I mentioned in my last video, I think that was a temporary solution.
Put your hand in mine, yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it.
Although the epoxy project didn't turn out perfectly, still where the epoxy fully covered the worktop, that is absolutely amazing. I love how easily I can clean it and how shiny it is, and I am just over the moon, even if it's not perfect. I paused filming until I got to unpack some of the shopping bags. It was easier and quicker that way, but now I am back to tidy up and clean. I will only wipe the cooker top because soon I will need to start cooking the dinner. I got this new kettle from B&M a year ago, but I didn't want to open it before this kitchen makeover. But one thing what I didn't know at that time is that it will take a year to get it done. I changed the Christmas tea towels as well, but I only realized that this tea towel got few yellow stains after I already added it, but later on I will change this one as well. I haven't really used this one yet, so it was at the bottom of the box and I was like, I haven't really used this one, it should look quite new, so it will be perfect. So don't stock up on tea towels and only use the used ones, so you will have a new one when you need it, because it might be stained by that time. Now let's get ready for the next load of dishes by putting away the dry ones. Let's just give this drying rack a good scrub because it's quite overdue, then we can start washing the dishes.
Wake me from this dream I've been in. I need to get in closer to you.
I had a bit more dishes in the sink than I usually have, because now that we are all home and all of us is eating 3 main dishes a day, that means more plates and cutleries and glasses, and I could go on, but yes, we have way more dishes to wash, so sometimes not all of them can be fitted in the dishwasher because ours is a slimline one. So this is one of the reasons why I have so many. Then the other thing is that there are a couple of empty boxes what I decluttered from the pantry, those needs a wash as well.
I swear you might exceed. Oh baby, I've been waiting for you. Now we are one step closer. We're all in this together.
I still have dishes in the sink, but those are dishwasher safe, so I would wait for the dishwasher to finish and load those as well. Not because I am lazy to wash them, but the dishwasher can wash it on a higher temperature, which means better disinfecting.
Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, moving on. Oh, it looks like we made it.
And the house is ready for the new year. It's clean and fresh, but don't go yet because we haven't finished yet.
Let's get it on. We got it going, stay strong. Oh, it looks like we. It looks like we. Yeah, it looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stay strong. Oh, it looks like we made it.
So Unfortunately, we couldn't finish the projects what we planned to finish before New Year comes because we got some other more important stuff done, like the worktop which is under constant use and the pantry what we needed to remodel to be bigger so we can store more in there. But anyway, we are already in 2025 and we finally move further with our daughter's furniture, starting with the decor beading for her bed. Oh, but first we changed the sides for a higher one, so now the mattress stays more firm in the frame and the bedsheet stays more neat as well. I had a clear picture in my mind about how I want the decor beading, but I just couldn't figure out how to remake it in real life. So in the end, this is how it turned out. It's not what I imagined, but I like this one as well. And I cannot wait to get the time to paint her bed and see how the decor turns out then. The next thing was her bookshelf what needed a back. Now that they closed down the big B&Q what we had so they can build flats instead of the best DIY store in the area, it's so unmotivating to get things done because it's way harder to get the materials for your projects. That store was so convenient for us because we were able to find anything what we needed and we didn't have to go for boards in one store, for screw in other store, then for paint in a third store. But unfortunately we cannot do anything about it, only to find a way to get the materials somehow easier and quicker. Then we found a few skirting boards in the garage, so we decided that with one go, let's just take those up as well. So now all it left is painting, lots of painting, but I am so proud of us and I am super excited to see these furnitures painted. I am especially excited about organizing her bookshelf because, as I said, I didn't manage to organize my son's bookshelf properly, so I am curious how her bookshelf will turn out. My mission for this year will be mastering the method of proper bookshelf organizing.
Should know I have never really liked you at all. I cannot hide it anymore.
I also changed her bedding just to make it a bit more special, and as you see, she totally loves it. So this is it for today. Well, not just yet. We also managed to finally stick back a piece of skirting board in the living room, what been once sticked on the wall then removed for some reason. I cannot even remember why. But yes, it's time to say goodbye for today, but don't forget that in the next one we will undecorate and organize in a different way than I did in previous years. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Have a lovely week and I see you in my next one. Bye guys!
I've been thinking about the future.